In the Arctic, at the very top of our world, lies a realm of contrasts. A land of shadows and light, where strange creatures have evolved remarkable ways to endure one of the harshest environments on Earth. Despite bitterly cold winters, life still manages to thrive during the brief, cool summers, making this fragile ecosystem one of the most extraordinary on the planet. This is the Arctic remote, mysterious and breathtakingly beautiful. Because of Earth's tilt, the Arctic receives endless sunlight in summer and almost none in winter. As spring turns to summer, the days grow longer, till one day the sun never sets. This phenomenon is called the midnight sun. But as the seasons shift, the opposite occurs. Days grow shorter until the sun no longer rises, leaving the land in complete darkness for months. This is the polar night. In that darkness, there is still light. Shimmering across the night sky are the auroras, the northern lights. For thousands of years, people have looked up in awe. Some believed they were spirits dancing. Others thought they were the fiery breath of dragons. Today, science reveals their secret: charged particles from the sun colliding with Earth's magnetic field, igniting gases in the atmosphere until they glow. The same spectacle also appears over Antarctica, where it's known as the Southern Lights. Any place on Earth that experiences at least one day without a sunset and one day without a sunrise lies within the Arctic Circle. It's an invisible line drawn around the globe at about 66 degrees north. The Arctic is mostly ocean, but the circle also cuts across Greenland, Canada, the United States, Norway, Finland, Sweden, and Iceland. South of this line stretches the tundra, vast, treeless plains locked in permafrost, where only hardy grasses, mosses, and shrubs cling to life. In summer, the tundra becomes surprisingly wet. The top layer of snow melts, but the frozen ground below prevents the water from soaking in. Instead, it forms ponds, marshes, and wetlands, vital breeding grounds for millions of birds. Trumpeter swans, sandpipers, and countless migratory birds travel thousands of miles from as far away as Mexico to nest here in the cool, short summer. The trumpeter swan, North America's heaviest native bird, was once nearly wiped out by hunters. In the 1930s, only a few dozen remained in the United States, but a hidden population was later found in Alaska, giving the species a chance to recover. Birds aren't the only travelers. Each year, salmon fight their way up Arctic rivers, drawing bears, eagles, wolves, and foxes to feed. And then there are the great herds of caribou. Every winter, they migrate south into snowy forests, digging through deep drifts to reach lichen beneath. In spring, they head north again, seeking the tender plants of the tundra where they give birth. Some North American caribou undertake migrations of nearly 3,000 miles, among the longest of any land animal on Earth. To survive here, animals must adapt in clever ways. For some, survival means changing their very appearance. The Arctic fox, for example, sports brown or gray fur in summer, but turns pure white in winter, vanishing into the snow. The ptarmigan, a hardy Arctic bird, also shifts, colors brown and speckled in summer, white in winter. Females keep their camouflage longer in spring to protect their eggs from predators. Males, on the other hand, remain brilliantly white, showing off their fitness even at the risk of standing out. Offshore, the Arctic Ocean is alive with activity. Puffins return to nest on rocky cliffs, their bright beaks flashing like lanterns. Out at sea, their black and white plumage acts as camouflage, dark above to blend with the ocean, white below to vanish against the sky. Though they can fly, puffins are expert divers, flapping their wings underwater like penguins to chase fish. And beneath the waves, giants roam. Each spring, humpback whales migrate north, feasting on krill and small fish in the rich Arctic waters. When hunting together, they use an astonishing strategy called bubble net feeding. A circle of whales blows curtains of bubbles, trapping fish in a shimmering net. Then, with mouths wide open, the whales surge upward, swallowing thousands of prey in a single gulp. Farther north lies the true Arctic desert, where ice never fully melts. Here, food chains rely not on plants, but on the sea. Walruses haul themselves onto beaches and ice floes, resting between dives for their favorite prey clams and shellfish. Massive and resilient, a male walrus can weigh over 2,000 pounds. Their most iconic feature, their tusks, can reach 3 feet in length. They use them as tools hauling themselves from the water, keeping breathing holes open in the ice, and defending against predators like killer whales and polar bears. But the true ruler of the Arctic is the polar bear, the largest land predator on Earth. It survives almost entirely on meat, mainly seals. Patient and powerful, the bear waits at seal breathing holes, striking in an instant when its prey surfaces. Though they can also hunt walrus or even narwhals, these hunts are far more dangerous. Polar bears are also extraordinary swimmers. Their thick white fur provides camouflage and insulation, while wide paws act like snowshoes, spreading their weight across fragile ice. Sharp claws grip slippery prey and icy surfaces with ease. The Arctic is unforgiving, but it is also a live and intricate web of plants and animals, each adapted to the cold. Many depend on ice and snow to survive. If that disappears, so will they. For centuries, this land has remained mostly untouched by humans. But today, hunting, pollution, and the search for natural resources threaten to upset this delicate balance. The Arctic is a place of resilience and beauty, but also of vulnerability. Its future and ours are deeply connected.